Are you ready for it? Well, you heard it. You saw it. Well, we have it pretty well roughed in, and my battery says it's going to die, so I don't know how far we'll get. But you can see here, we have an idler down here. I got my chain hooked up, and the clutch is working. And I got my pulleys down here, and they're all mounted and bolted in. And we have an idler down here for the chain. And I did have to move the rear motor mount up a little bit higher. And no, I haven't done any exhaust yet. And I took a chance right here. I actually drilled right into the case to mount that roller in there. And thankfully I took a chance that it was actually going into the oil chamber for the bar oil, and that's what it was. Actually, you can see the oil on the rag down there came running out, and it's on the chain and sprocket, but that's not a problem. So yeah, I tried running it off of the gas tank that's here in the motor, and as you saw, it didn't stay running, so I'm not sure if there's a problem with the draw line right there coming up out of the tank or what, but that's okay. Probably look better to put a tank, you know, somewhere else, give it a little more bling, you know. And you notice that I'm continuing on with my use of wrenches in mounting things. This mounting point right here for the idler roller is a small number 6 millimeter wrench. It has the box end up here, and then it got cut off and welded onto a nut that is a spacer for this roller here. And see, that roller runs free, and it has a bearing in it. And then down here we did the same thing for this idler. This has 2 wrenches. One coming off of there bent around, and this one twisted. And I noticed when it was running, I looked at the video clips that I took before the battery went dead. This is a little bit later now. I'm noticing that there's a fair amount of flex up here, so I'm going to have to do something up there to support the chain, because it is a long span. And the other thing is, I don't know what kind of a gear ratio we're ending up with here. I haven't been doing any particular figuring of any kind. I just I chose this gear here on this sprocket because the chain that's on the bicycle fit there. And this chain up here, of course, this one was cut to length, and I had to get it to work right, I had to raise that motor up, and that's just tacked on there again like we had before. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. The next thing to do is to get the exhaust hooked up. And I'm pretty sure, if I can do this, I'm pretty sure we're going to run it across, probably come down underneath like this, and twist around and go back out the other side. And I'm still planning on doing dual exhaust. And then I've got to hook up my brake lever up there. That's not a big deal. And I have to come up with some kind of throttle linkage. And that's going to come up here somehow. I haven't figured out if it's going to be mechanical or cable, probably a cable. And I have a throttle, I think I can make a throttle out of a shifter knob like they use on bicycles that have the twist grip for a shifter, by taking the detent side of it. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So that's what I'm going to try for that. So that one will be on this handlebar here and come down around. And I'm going to try it running it with just one brake, I think, just the rear brake on this, like it had on the bicycle originally. I don't expect this bicycle is going to run super fast. If it goes 20 miles an hour, that would be sufficient for me, as far as I'm concerned. If it goes 30 miles an hour, that'll be okay too. That's as fast as you're allowed to go with a moped. And I don't know that I'll be able to get this registered as a moped anyway, because it's not going to have pedals. Because this is, I think I showed you, to get these gears and sprockets mounted together, I actually have a socket inside of here that got welded in, and it was a drive-in fit, a pressure fit inside of this sprocket. I had to weld this to the center part so that it's no longer a ratchet unit in there. And you'll see that this was the sprocket I was originally going to use up front here, because it offsets to get lined up with the motor. And then I realized that that wasn't going to be big enough. I wouldn't get enough of a gear reduction, wouldn't have any real torque with the motor. So I took another sprocket, and let me swing around the other side here. I took another sprocket off of like a 10-speed bike. They have multiple sprockets on the front, and I welded it to this one here. Sorry for the shaking. It's cold out here, and it's colder now than it was before when I was out here working. So anyway, yeah, and I'm going to have to put some kind of a cover on here because this will be turning. But I'm thinking that I may mount this set of handlebars in here like this and use them for my foot pegs. I may have to rebend them. I don't like the idea of them tipping down. If I go this way, well, maybe it would work that way. Now they're tipping up too much. I guess they should be straight across. I don't know. Maybe if I can't mount them any lower than that. And I was thinking that this would probably be the best spot because it would tie everything together. I suppose I could come up here more like this. If I brought it up in here more. Yeah, we'll see. We'll get it down on the ground and we'll mock it up and see what's going to happen. Then after we get all of our mechanical stuff done, then we'll start adding some bling to it. And did I say bling? Yeah, because we have to have some covers for our sprockets and stuff like that, and chain guards. And I'm thinking maybe something like this for my front sprocket guard. You know, we'll see. And I have some other little parts and pieces here. I was thinking about an air filter, and this has a very, very small carburetor on it. And this is a T-string, or a T, what do they call it? T-cozy? I don't know. How would that look sitting up in there? You know, that would be a pretty cool air filter, don't you think? Sure. All I'd have to do is put a little piece of sponge down in there for the filter unit. And when I get time to change the filter, all you have to do is pop that baby off the top there and, you know, be good to go. So that's what I'm thinking of for that. And yeah, and somewhere along the line, Don't ask me where, but somewhere along the line, we might want to use one of these. Huh? Would that be cool or what? Have some real bling, some real flash and dash. I was hoping I could use it down here as my roller, you know, but I haven't figured out a way I could keep it on the chain or keep the chain on it without going back and forth. But we're thinking about it. And who knows, you know, maybe I can incorporate it on the top roller here. I'm going to put a roller up in here somewhere, you know, just to kind of stabilize that. We'll think about it. Those are some of the things that we got in mind. So, until next time, this is me. George, whoa, it's cold out here. Whoa. Thanks for watching this crazy old man. Yeah, bye now.